Shri K. Ravindra Kumar.
Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity. Sir, the statement of objects and reasons circulated by the ministry, there are two reasons were mentioned in this. Number one, the Constitution of the Honorable Supreme Court in its judgment dated 4/7/2018 and the Division Bench of the Honorable Supreme Court in its judgment dated 14/2/2019 has interpreted the provisions of Article 239A of the Constitution relating to the structure of governance in National Capital of Territory of Delhi. In order to give effect to the interpretation made by the Honorable Supreme Court in the aforesaid judgment, the bill bringing into the House. In order to give effect or give not to effect of the judgment, I don't know if it is a clarification is required. But as far as the Supreme Court observations are concerned, it is my duty to bring it to the House, notice of the House, that Supreme Court categorically stated in its judgment dated 4/7/2018 that the Legislative Assembly of NCTD, being representing the views of elected representatives, their opinion and decisions have to be respected in all cases except where LG decides to make reference to the President. The power given in proviso subclause 4 to LG not to be exercised in a routine manner, rather it is to be exercised by the LG on valid reasons after due considerations when it becomes necessary to safeguard the interest of the Union Territory. The intention of the government in bringing the bill has already been safeguarded in by virtue of the judgment of this Honorable Supreme Court, and further the Supreme Court categorically stated, for the executive decisions taken by the Council of Ministers, GNCTD proviso subclause 4 gives adequate safeguard empowering the LG to make reference to the President in the event there is a difference of opinion between decision of the ministers and the LG. But the constitutional scheme does not suggest the decision by the Council of Ministers require any concurrence of the LG. The scheme of delineated by 1919 Act and 1993 rules clearly indicates that the LG has to keep informed all the proposals, agendas, decisions, the purpose of communication of all decisions to keep him posted with the administration of Delhi. The communication of all decisions is necessary to enable him to go through so as to enable him exercise the powers conceded to him under the proviso subsection clause 4. As long as this clause in existence, it doesn't require any further amendment. The Article 239 AA was brought into by an amendment and Article 368 Clause 2 of the Constitution of India. If the government intends to make any amendment to Article 369 AA or 239 AA, it has to bring out only in the procedure adopted under 368 subclause 2. They can't take away the rights of the government, elected government, by introducing this bill. The only way remedy is they have to make suitable amendments in the Constitution. Without making amendment, they can't introduce the bill. Even if the bill is introduced and passed, it cannot override the effect of the constitutional provisions. So therefore, whereas wherever you can't do directly, it cannot be done indirectly. This is an indirect method adopted by the government by introducing this bill. So therefore, this bill cannot serve the purpose. If the matter is being taken to the Supreme Court, ultimately it is subject to judicial review. It may not stand before the legal scrutiny. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.